Tuesday, it must be Belfast for the well-travelled Ronnie O'Sullivan. Not quite sure what time zone his body is in, but he's here, looking to make a winning start in the second leg of the Home Nation Series. His opponent, Lukas Kleckers, a 21-year-old from Germany, looking to spring a real upset here this evening. A packed house, looking forward to this very interesting match. Obviously, all the experience, all the form is with Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Yeah.
But Lukas Kleckers, his one win this season, as Neil Fold said, came over Neil Robertson in Riga.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
So just 3 days after winning his 30th ranking title in Shanghai, Ronnie O'Sullivan getting us underway this evening in Belfast. And of course, for him, the extra motivation coming here is the fact he won the first leg of the Home Nations, and if you were to win all four, you get £1 million bonus.
Well, he said he wasn't motivated by money. Had to have a little laugh at that. 21-year-old.
One.
So first blood goes to Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Yes, for Lukas Kleckers, this is like a promising swimmer being thrown into the ocean. Could do well, has the potential to, but he's up against it because O'Sullivan is banging form.
Yes, I was talking to him just before he arrived in the venue.
4.
And he was talking about Judd Trump and how it was surprising, but he wasn't surprised. He said, well, the jet lag is horrendous. He said, I'm feeling it.
Sullivan, 4.
And the further you go in a tournament, of course, the harder it is.
Yes, and it comes off the back not just of Shanghai, of course, but directly before that he was in Coventry, where he got to the final of the Champion of Champions, and the week before that he was in Daqing in China. So he's been flying here, there and everywhere.
Yes, Coventry, China. Back over again. Back to China. And now here.
Kleckers will also never have played in front of this sort of crowd before. But he's just got to try and enjoy it as much as he can. It's a great opportunity for him to show us what he can do, albeit he's left a chance here.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, and he's got away with it. Nearly straight.
Lukas Kleckers then coming to the table. He won the German national title at the age of 17 4 years ago, and significantly he got his place on the tour through the Q School. He wasn't given a place or anything like that. He earned it fair and square. Won through the first Q School event, beat Martin O'Donnell in the last round, which was a particularly good win. The problem he has really in Germany is there aren't many players, so it's hard to improve on home soil. He's the best player in Germany, but to improve he's got to play the better players, I guess, from the UK and other parts of the world.
And a little unfortunate there to have left a touching ball. Well, that's an excellent shot, opening the reds up. He knew he was going to be going down the table, off the reds. A little fortunate to have got the kiss and been so nicely on this red. Black doesn't go though, so back up for the blue.
7.
He really did play well in that Shanghai final, particularly early on. He was really patient, used some good tactical play to keep Trump out, didn't let Judd Trump see many easy balls, and of course went 7-0 up. At that point, really, there was no way back.
12.
I think, Joe, it's that determination he's got to play, you know, hard match snooker when he has to, that makes him possibly more dangerous than ever.
Yeah, well, he said something really important to me, and he said, I asked him, you know, how much it means to him, you know, winning nowadays, and he said it's got to the stage whereby I just come and play. I'm not bothered whether I win or lose. I know there's another tournament, and he said I just get on with my own game, and if I win, I win. I thought, what a great attitude that is.
21.
Yeah, but what I would say is once he gets into a match, he wants to win. It's none of this, I'm just here to play. He wants to win when he's at the table. He wouldn't have won as much as he had if he wasn't of that mindset.
Absolutely. He wants to win.
28. 29.
But he plays relaxed snooker, if you like. And that's because he's at a good place with himself.
Well, it's the first time he's won 2 ranked events in the same season since the 2011-12 season. So it just shows you it's been a bit of a renaissance for O'Sullivan, this campaign. And already this frame really at his mercy.
Yeah, it's like he's playing exhibition snooker, but it's match snooker, but it's like he's, you know, carefree, if you like. Certainly a delight to watch.
39.
Well, he was disappointed to lose the Champion of Champions final. You could see it in his face. He had a chance to force the decider, but there was no time to dwell on it. He just straight on a plane into the next event, and every credit to him. He got his head down in Shanghai. Twice there, he had to play matches, 2 matches in the same day. Didn't seem to matter.
46. 47.
He's never played Kleckers before. So this is new for Ronnie as well.
55.
Pink to lead by 65, so 1 more red as well to kill off this first frame in no time at all.
61.
Well, he's just sort of carrying on from where he left off in Shanghai 3 days ago.
Yeah, it's in a packed house. Knew it was rainbow.
67.
And Lucas there, well, it's a night for him, that's for sure.
Thank you. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, and he's brought
68.
the audience in, as you would expect, into this waterfront hall. Here's a frightening thought. What if maybe we haven't yet seen the best of Ronnie O'Sullivan? What if his best years are still to come? That is a frightening thought, considering what he's already achieved. But he looks as good as ever. And as you say, his focus and his mindset as good as ever.
Well, probably better than ever. And look at that for a shot. Bringing the red off the cushion and leaving the cue ball there. Exactly as planned.
84.
And is he going to open with a century?
He made his 900th in Coventry at the Champion of Champions. He's on 905 right now for his career. Oh, and that's an unexpected miss, isn't it? Just as he was closing in on 906. He misses that red on 91, but in just 9 minutes, he's won the opening frame here this evening. Lukas Kleckers already knew he's got an uphill task this evening. It's just got worse because O'Sullivan leads 1-0.
The second frame, Lucas Kleckers to break.
Welcome back to the Waterfront Hall here in Belfast, day 2 of Snooker's Northern Ireland Open. Lucas Kleckers, rookie professional from Germany, trailing Ronnie O'Sullivan 1-0. O'Sullivan a chance for a century in the opening frame, Mr. Red on 91, but other than that, looked very sharp.
Long straight red to the left corner. And the safety difficult, so he may take this long red on. If this red is touching the cushion, it's easy enough. If it's just off the cushion, it's a tough shot. It's tough. Well, very close. Played it with some safety in mind, coming this side of the black. But I think the other way will go.
One.
Just overscrewed it slightly. But a nice split if this black goes in. And in it goes. Played it in such a way as to block the pocket. And he missed it.
8. 9.
Lots of right-hand side on the cue ball there to check it for the black. And slow it down, of course.
$16.
So 2 reds, 2 blacks.
17. $24. 25.
Needed to be straight on this red to the right corner. Obviously, he's on the maximum trail. Could have played, maybe should have played for the blue.
He's made 13 147s in his career.
40.
But he won't be making one here.
41.
No, well, that's showing respect for his opponent, because he could have tried to go in and out of balk.
I think he just wants to kill the match off as quickly as he can. Obviously, he's tired with all the flying and everything, and he doesn't want to get embroiled in a match where, as you say, gives his opponent chances. He wants he's out of the way as quickly as he can, get a good night's sleep, regroup for tomorrow.
$47.
He's looking good, though. Looking very good.
$52. 53.
And there's a red in the middle of that cluster that will go to the left corner. If you can hold for that red. played the cannon, and look at how he's played the cannon there. An absolute delight. Caught the red half ball, pushing it towards the right corner.
Well, Lukas Kleckers has not potted a ball yet. I don't think he will in this frame now. Sullivan
67.
just needs the black, and he needs snookers. He's playing some great stuff right now, he really is.
Yeah, and the crowd absolutely loving it. I think Lukas is the only guy that doesn't admire this.
Well, I think he admires it, just rather it wasn't against him. This break's been going about 4.5 minutes.
82. 83.
Well, it should have been a century last frame.
89.
And looks like it certainly will be this frame. Lovely little cannon again to the pink there. Quickly, ref, quickly.
96.
Well, a dazzling break this, really has been. And it's going to be a century in frame 2. Warmly applauded by the waterfront crowd.
103.
32nd century of the season for O'Sullivan.
Oh, no. No. What a shot. I'm thinking he can't play the double because he's pushed the brown in the way. And he cuts it in. Incredible.
Well, at the moment, he can do no wrong.
106.
Imperious.
108. 111.
Well, Lukas has barely had a look in so far.
115.
He's admiring a master at work.
$120. $126.
No, pop that one.
So the break ends at 126. It's the break of the week so far, that is, just the way you put it together. 6.5 minutes. And Ronnie O'Sullivan already halfway towards a place in the second round of the Northern Ireland Open. He leads Lukas Kleckers 2-0. Well, we've been going 17 minutes. It's already 2-0 to Ronnie O'Sullivan. Average shot time for him so far, 12 seconds. So breaks at 91, which could have been a century, and 126. Halfway towards a place in the last 64 here in Belfast.
12 seconds per shot.
It might have been quicker if poor old Leo Scullion, the referee, had got into place, but he was only human, isn't he? He's been put through his paces with Leo there.
Yes, he's looking a bit red. He's out of breath. Slow down, Ronnie. Well, there is a long red on here to both pockets, but dangerous. But he may as well lose having a go. If it goes in. Well, you can't blame him for playing the safety. He wants to have a couple of shots. And the crowd trying to give him some support. But the cue ball not close enough to the cushion. Now a chance for Lukas Kleckers.
One.
And that's the first ball he's potted.
Six. Seven.
Yes, that was a good shot. That was missable. Now, if you can play the cannon to the red directly above the black. But if it's too straight on the red, and he is, you could screw back for the red into the left middle. Try and run round the two angles. He's got options here. Very nearly missed the red at the black, and that's not where he wanted to be.
14.
Gonna have to go up for the blue now.
$50.
Well, normally I would say come down for the red above the black, but as long as he gets straight on the next red to be able to get to the black, it shouldn't matter. So providing he's fairly straight on this, so he can get to the black, which means he can then get to that red above the black. Got to make sure he doesn't leave himself straight again on this black. Low on the black would be good. He could just play a little cannon. Decided to leave himself high.
21.
And that's okay. May have to play it with a touch of right hand side to avoid the cannon.
$28. $29.
Well, it would help if he's got just a slight angle on the black. Too straight again. And again he's underhit it. But it could turn out to be to his advantage if he can just skim off the reds going up for the blue and open another red or two. Well, playing the red to the middle Nothing wrong with this.
37.
Kleckers represented Germany in the World Cup in the summer. With Simon Lichtenberg, they came tied 4th in their group. All experience for him at the moment, first season as a pro.
Well, it's certainly showing well of himself here. This is a good response after them 2 big breaks by O'Sullivan.
Yes, he was rather battered and bruised first 2 frames.
43.
Seems, though, to be a very dedicated player, as I say. It's a bit tough in Germany where, for some reason, although we know loads of people watch the snooker, we see them at the Tempodrome every year in Berlin at the German Masters, it's not a huge participation sport. So not that many people actually play.
And now he has got the angle on the black, just to give it that red above the black a nudge. Don't push it into the pack, just a little touch. That's the way.
Well, this is shaping up to be an excellent break from Lukas Kleckers, already up to 51. This time O'Sullivan missed one.
52.
Yes, he's going to need one of those 6 reds in the cluster there.
$59.
Well, for once it's Ronnie O'Sullivan sat in his chair in this match, having dominated the first 2 frames.
Got a leave an angle this time on the black. And that's not the desired angle. It was such an easy red that it should have been low on the black or high on the black to be able to go into the reds. This is now difficult from where he is. Maybe the red will go to the port corner. He's just had a look at it. Just the red needed then.
67.
Yeah, big shot this for Lukas Kleckers, who's done so well to get to this point, but still needs the red. Oh, what a pot as well. What a pot. And
Yeah.
what a break.
Yeah, great response.
Would be a great break at any time, but particularly considering the way O'Sullivan started. That's an excellent pot, and this will do him the world of good.
Make sure of the black.
$75.
And another one.
76.
Pinks available.
Well, he's looked nerveless, and it's like he's just put the first 2 frames completely to one side. Didn't pot a ball in either. Put to one side who he's playing, the big crowd, everything, and just concentrated on the 12x6. And he's showing us great potential here, Kleckers. Already beaten Neil Robertson this season in Riga.
83.
Not made a century yet this season. Maybe this is the moment.
the last roll.
88. $89.
Doesn't need that difficult red on the left side cushion.
No, it's been as assured a break as you'll see this from Kleckers. As I say,
96.
it's as if the first two frames never happened. We've already
97.
seen Luca Brissell from Belgium break through as a tournament winner. Alexander Ursenbacher from Switzerland got to the semis in Barnsley. Now Germany's Lukas Kleckers needs this black for a century. And that is a brilliant break.
And the crowd absolutely loving this. They're used to good snooker in Northern Ireland, in Belfast. And they're being treated to something special.
105.
Well, his previous best break as a pro, 104, and that was in the Q School last year. That was to try and turn pro, actually. So this is his best break in competition now.
$110.
And most importantly, it's reminded Ronnie O'Sullivan and everyone else that this is a
112.
match. It's not going to be a procession.
$115.
And this frame, it's been nothing to do with jet lag or tiredness or anything like that at all.
190.
He was offered one chance here, Kleckers, and he stepped in and made a century.
$124. $130.
Well, how cool was that? From Lukas Kleckers, 137. Total clearance from the young German. And it is game on here in Belfast. Terrific entertainment. Ronnie O'Sullivan leads 2-1. Welcome back. What a great evening snooker it's already been. 2-1 to Ronnie O'Sullivan against Lukas Kleckers. These are the results we saw on table one earlier. Of course, a shock first up. Judd Trump, who beaten by O'Sullivan in the Shanghai final at the weekend, lost 4-2 to Stuart Carrington, who's, I think, a very underrated player anyway. That was a tough match anyway for Trump, regardless of jet lag or whatever. And John Higgins, then he saw off Nigel Bond 4-2. That was a tough old match early on. The first four frames, pretty slow going, I think it's fair to say. Higgins, though, just showed his class at the end, played two really good closing frames to win 4-2. So Trump out, but Higgins still going strong. Mark Williams also won, although I understand he's actually returned home. His wife is not well, so it looks like Mark has... don't think he's officially withdrawn yet, but he's on his way home. I hope all is well there.
Thank you. Frame 4. Lukas Kleckers to break.
Lukas Kleckers then has made a 137. Total clearance in frame 3 to trail Ronnie O'Sullivan 2-1. He looked so relaxed as he made the break, didn't he? Quite nonchalant at the end, just knocked the black in as if he'd been doing it all his life.
Yes, he looked top 16 standard in that break. Great break. But it only wins one frame. Played that with a lot of right-hand side on the cue ball to avoid that red by the black. Made the pot so much harder. Well, that's certainly opened the Reds up. No easy path back to baulk. The red to the right, not worth taking on, there's no colour for it. It's a tough pot. So maybe leave the cue ball on the black cushion. We can't say away back to baulk. Well, managed to miss the red. And this is good.
He looks kind of angelic, doesn't he? But he's clearly very determined. And not worrying about who he's playing.
Well, I think it just clipped the yellow to stop it going in the pocket. But nevertheless, a great safety. Let's have a look. Did it just touch it? Not sure now. But he's in trouble. What a great shot. What a great shot that was. In the jaws of the pocket. Look at this for it. I didn't think he could see enough of that red. Eyes of youth. So black tied up, but the pink is available. Look at this shot. Could only just see the red, found the path through the reds.
Five.
Well, he's left that a long way short for the blue. I thought he played for the pink. And that's okay.
10. $11.
And again he's short. The yellow could be in the way. Playing it with a lot of topspin, so could the green. Well, managed to just miss them both. Needs a bit of luck.
16.
Well, look at this. Just missed the yellow. Just missed the green. And he couldn't have landed any worse. So unfortunate.
Lukas Kleckers, 16.
Well, the red, that's just to the left of the pink. He could play that one, try and get that cue ball in behind the yellow. Well, that little flick now on the reds may have left this red on to the right corner. Yes, he was hampered over the yellow, which made it more difficult. Still expected him to pot it. I'm not sure if he hit the wrong red there. But he's left a chance now for Lukas.
One. 8. Nine.
Well, that was a nice little cannon to the red to hold for the black.
16. Seventeen.
So Lukas Kleckers didn't pot a ball first 2 frames, has barely missed one so far in the second 2.
24.
Still work to do here, but he's building up a nice lead.
25.
Well, not far enough for the red to the left corner, but he's got one to the middle.
32.
And he can get the right side of the blue. So still in full control.
33.
Yeah, and he looks in control of himself as well, which is obviously so important. As I say, shutting out the occasion, who he's playing, what it all means, just focusing on what's happening on the table, because that's hard enough, the game, without everything else.
Yeah, he's taking to it. He likes the TV tables. He likes playing Ronnie O'Sullivan. The last of the easy reds then.
39.
Just waiting patiently for his chance if he gets one. Kleckers didn't score in the first 2, and so far Sullivan hasn't scored in the next 2. Still plenty of time yet. He's played this well. He couldn't have played that any better. That was a great positional shot. Another red and a big colour.
.47.
The wrong side of the blue, but just make sure of the blue.
Points without reply, 200. I thought these guys down the list were supposed to be numpties. In fact, Lukas Kleckers is playing like a world champion these last 2 frames.
Made sure of the blue and left himself with a chance at this red. And this, if it goes in, will keep Ronnie O'Sullivan sat in his chair. Nice one.
53.
Well, we now have a match on our hands. 2 each, a best of 3.
Yeah, and whatever happens from here on in, Lukas Kleckers is showing us he is a serious prospect. Hasn't won a match since he beat Robertson in Riga, and when you watch him play like this, you wonder what's happened. Of course, the truth is there's a lot of really talented players around. He's lost to the likes of Ryan Day, Gary Wilson, Jack Lazowski, Stuart Bingham, Michael White, you know, top players. He's missed that one, but he's done enough with an excellent 60. That was a really well-worked break. It wasn't straightforward, but Lukas Kleckers has put together 2 excellent frames, and we really do have a match on our hands here in Belfast this evening. All square with 3 frames to play. Ronnie O'Sullivan, Lukas Kleckers level at 2-2.
Thank you. Frame 5. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Frame 5 of a possible 7 here this evening in Belfast. Ronnie O'Sullivan scored 221 points without reply to lead 2-0. Hasn't potted a ball since. 213 points without reply from Lukas Kleckers to level up. Real high quality stuff. Average 12 minutes a frame.
Well, pop one from there. Yeah, obviously didn't play the cue ball in behind the green. The players play the cue ball to the cushion. But look at this break again, just caught it a little too hard. And it's come off the 2 cushions, landed up nicely there.
Yeah, and it has the potential to be quite significant. If Kleckers were to leave a red on, and they have sort of started to scatter, then that could be a telling moment.
Well, he's got a couple of options. He could play to hit the red just below the pink, try and nestle the cue ball in that pack of reds, or he could try and come off the left side cushion and land up to the red. That's just to the left of the black. But both shots are difficult, got to get them right. A little bit too much side and could leave a red on.
There's the safety stats this evening, very good from both sides. Leo Scullin in charge here, but he will understand that this does take a bit of thinking about, because, as I say, it could be a big moment.
Sat there patiently. So it looks like try and get that cue ball in. Well, what's he played here? I have no idea what he played there.
And a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
If he hits either one of those reds, he could leave the game on.
Yeah, Ronnie.
Still no idea
And a miss.
what he's playing.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
And if he's playing to hit the red, that's to the right of the pink. And the way he's playing it, if he does hit it, he's going to leave reds on.
Foul and a miss. Ronnie
This
O'Sullivan.
is very strange. I thought the easiest thing would be to come off the side cushion and try and hit that red below the pink.
Yeah. Right.
Either one of those reds slow, it doesn't leave anything on. Well, if that's what he played, that's a very good shot, although he still left a red. So O'Sullivan with a chance. It's been 2 frames since he's had one.
Yeah, 36 minutes since he potted a ball, in fact, before that red went in.
4.
Thinking of playing the screw shot around 2 cushions and trying to hold for the black.
5.
And he couldn't have played that much better. Oh, and that wobbled. That came so close to missing. Catching that near angle, normally stay out.
Well,
he's going to play a gentle little cannon here. And that was gentle.
20. $21.
Now we might just try and go into the reds. Plays that shot so well. Opening the reds up, coming through the reds like this, always knowing he was going to be on the red above the black. And he's got choice of reds now.
$29.
Thing is, he's now being pushed into producing something because it's not an exhibition
46.
anymore after the way Kleckers has played.
$37.
It's a match, make no mistake.
Yes, it was a strange escape that Kleckers played.
$41.
No, sir. A switch to left-handed, and he missed it. Doesn't miss many left-handed.
So 53-0, this was the red that he missed. Just as he was looking to seize control again.
Well, that's an excellent pace on the cue ball from Lukas Kleckers.
Yeah.
They've got to get a stick if they want to take pictures. They've got to go. You know, so they don't move.
Well, Ronnie O'Sullivan's complaining about the photographers who are sat just in front of us here. Leo Scullin's going to have a word with them. I think what he was saying was they don't have the cameras on a tripod. They're sort of holding them in their hands, and he wants them to not be sort of holding the camera up in his eye line. So he's just going to wait while that's conveyed to them.
Part is to do with something to do with the media and the accreditation. You need one of these poles to be steady with, so that you're not moving about and it distracts the players.
Well, while that's being discussed, this is table 2. Dave Gilbert very close to victory against Daniel Wells. He's leading 3-0. Eurosport player As that one, Ronnie, I can tell he's now coming over to speak to the cameraman himself. Well, it looks like they're leaving. So I don't think they'll be getting any more pictures from this match.
Very close to the plant.
Yeah, that's what I said basically. They were holding the camera up. I mean, they weren't actually in his way, but anyway.
Good pot.
One.
So a chance now for Lukas Kleckers. It's got a nice angle on the yellow or the green. Oh, that was an important pot. That was a chance to go 3-2 up.
Yeah, and the standard of match it's been, he knows, just can't afford to miss these. It's been such high quality that could be really significant. That could be 3-2 O'Sullivan.
One.
Now maybe a little cannon into the reds here. Just a slow one. Well, didn't need to because these two reds would be enough to leave Kleckers needing snookers. And that's why he didn't play the cannon.
It's probably the only, what you call, straightforward ball he's missed all night, but it looks like it's going to cost him, that yellow. Well, he's dispatched the photographers. He's looking to do the same now to his young opponent. As you can see, he needs this red. Which he's going to pot left-handed. Or try to.
17.
And that was all he needed. Now he can go into the reds.
$24.
Nice little double. And I got to say that it used to really upset me as well when you could see photographers taking pictures just on the stroke as well.
Thank you.
So don't blame him for having a word.
Yeah, and that's all he did. It was not like he dismissed them from the arena. He just said, "Can you, if you're going to take pictures, get a stick for the cameras so you're not moving around." Anyway, let's see what develops in the rest of this match. He's won this frame.
56. $39. 40.
If he did win the tournament, I think even the brashly confident Barry Hearn might experience the odd sleepless moment. That £1 million bonus
47.
suddenly not looking such a miracle prospect after all. But first things first, get through this match. He's 1 frame from victory.
49.
Yellow stays out, but Ronnie O'Sullivan has done enough. Lukas Kleckers, it was the yellow that he missed when he had a chance. And Ronnie O'Sullivan pounced and did enough to take the 5th frame of this match and put himself 1 from victory, leading Lukas Kleckers by 3 frames to 2.
Thank you. Frame 6. Lukas Kleckers to break.
So Ronnie O'Sullivan leads Lukas Kleckers 3-2 here in Belfast this evening. He needs 1, Kleckers needs 2 to progress to the 2nd round of the Dapperbet Northern Ireland Open. Still to come after this one, of course, it's Barry Hawkins against Zhao Yingtong. This does not look a good break-off shot, though.
No, he can get to the easy red to the middle as well. He's coming down to have a look if he can pop the black from anywhere. Just when he needed a good break-off, Lukas Kleckers makes a howler.
One.
And now he's in O'Sullivan's hands. I think the black will go to the left corner. Now he's looked at a possible plant here, just below the pink.
Six.
Well, he was a little concerned there for a moment because the cue ball was going dangerously close to that middle pocket.
Well, Lukas Kleckers has broken off the question, is he going to get another shot?
12.
Well, needed to finish low on the black so he could play the cannon to the red above. And I think that's what Lukas is thinking now. Will I get another shot? Well, the cannon didn't go according to plan. Just caught them a little bit too thin. He was trying to push the red towards that left corner. But it's still on the red. Look at this again. He just caught it a little bit too thin. Well, you heard him.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 9.
You heard him sigh. He knew he'd missed it.
I think it's just one aspect of his game tonight that hasn't been so strong, his long potting. There you see it, he's down at 29%. Kleckers at 80.
Well, he's got a chance here because this red will go to the left corner. He'll be opening more reds up. Didn't play it hard enough though. And now he's got a big decision to make. Does he take this blue on? That second kiss on the red stopped the cue ball from going. A big decision. He's taking the blue on. This is all or nothing. Yeah, there was a lot of pressure on that.
Kleckers, 1.
Knew he was leaving that red on and the frame and match. Massive amount of pressure on him there.
1.
Well, what a good kiss on red. He didn't play that. He didn't play the half ball kiss on the red. And that's worked out very nicely. A little nudge on those two reds, developing them. And now I can't see him losing from here. The reds are all nicely placed.
Nine.
A remarkable run he's on. Won the English Open in fine style. Runner-up in the Champion of Champions, then won the Shanghai Masters. A purple patch that he's determined to keep going this week in Belfast.
Well, that's interesting. Getting the rest out instead of playing it left-handed.
17. Thank you.
Well, there will be no more apt winner of the Alex Higgins Trophy.
24.
Another player, Higgins, who enthralled and delighted, whose career was sometimes controversial, but who brought the people in. That's the point. Brought the fans to the sport.
Yes, and they loved him, David. Make no mistake. Especially here in Belfast, where he started.
Seems every taxi driver has got a story about Alex Higgins. Every publican as well. Anyway, Ronnie O'Sullivan closing in here on victory against a player in Lukas Kleckers, who I look forward to seeing again. He's produced some excellent snooker for this audience this evening. In the end, though, I think perhaps the pressure just got to him a little bit in this frame. That blue had to go in. Of course, the yellow in the last frame as well was big.
41.
But he'll remember that 137 he made for some time.
Yeah, he can hold his head up. Make no mistake.
$47.
Match ball then.
48.
Well, to win the £1 million, you've got to win 28 matches in his home nations. He's won 8 with this one, so just another 20 to go. It's still a tall order, but if anyone can do it, he's got to be the man at the table.
54. 55. 62.
The ref has got to get quicker.
70.
So Kleckers gave a good account of himself, but he's up against the
71.
man. Banging form here. O'Sullivan's won 2 ranking titles already this season. And he's off and running here in Belfast. Dominated the first 2 frames. Kleckers raised the stakes with a great 137, won the 4th as well. But in the end, it's Ronnie O'Sullivan, to the delight of this packed house at the Waterfront Hall, who books his place in the 2nd round of the Northern Ireland Open. He's beaten Lukas Kleckers by 4 frames to 2.